Now, we are going to take up the one more problem and how to solve this problem by using the composite bar. That is problem number 13. The problem reads as: the composite bar shown in figure is subjected to a tensile force of 30 kilonewton. The extension observed is 0.74 mm. Find the Young's modulus of brass if Young's modulus of steel is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square and stress in the material. So this problem is asked in February 2005. So the problem is given here. We have a steel bar here and we have a brass bar. It is a composite bar. What is the meaning of the composite bar? Means if a bar is made out of two different materials, which will be called as composite. So here the cross-sectional the diameter of cross-section of the steel bar is 30 mm, and here the diameter of the cross-section of the brass will be 20 mm. So the length of the steel will be 800 mm and the length of brass bar is 600 mm and the load applied is 30 kilonewton. Now this is the P is given. So P, that is 30 kilonewton, 30 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton, and delta L is equal to 0.74 mm. That is the total extension of the bar is given. So length of the steel bar is 800 mm and the diameter of the steel bar is 30 mm. And LB, that is the length of the brass bar, is 600 mm, and DB, that is the diameter of the brass bar, is 20 mm. So what is the total extension of the bar? The total extension of the bar, which is the expression which is given as extension of steel bar plus extension of brass bar. So therefore, that means in terms of the equation, if you want to write, delta L will be equal to length delta L of the steel bar plus delta L of the brass bar. So first we are going to consider what is the extension of the steel bar. So extension of the steel bar is given by P into, that is the load is uniform throughout the cross-sectional, throughout the stepped bar. Therefore, P into length of the steel bar divided by area of the steel bar into Young's modulus of the steel bar. So you know 30 kilonewton is the P which is applied. So 30 into 10 to the power of 3 into length of the steel bar is given to be 800 divided by pi by 4 into diameter of the steel bar is 30 square into 2 into 10 to the power of 5, because he has given the Young's modulus of the steel bar as 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So you will, on simplification, what is delta S? Delta LS is given to be 0.17 mm. But now we know delta L, we know delta LS, so we can find out the delta LB. So what is delta LB? Delta LB is equal to delta L minus delta LS. So that means we are taking the extension of the steel bar into the left hand side. So the extension of the brass bar will be delta L minus delta LS. So 0.74 minus 0.17, which is on the simplification of this. So you will going to get it as 0.57 mm. So the length, the change in length of the brass bar will be equal to 0.57 mm. So what we need to find out is, we need to find out the Young's modulus of the brass bar. So we know that delta LB will be equal to, apply this expression, P into LB divided by AB into EB. As we know, the change in length of the brass bar, which is 0.57, will be equal to P is 30 kilonewton, which is applied 30 into 10 to the power of 3 into length of the brass bar is 600 divided by area of the brass bar pi by 4 into 20 square into Young's modulus of the brass bar, which you need to find out. On simplification, Young's modulus of the brass bar will be equal to EB, which is equal to 1.005 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So EB will be equal to 1.005 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So this is how you will be able to calculate this particular, find the solution for this particular problem. Now similarly, what we want is stress. What is the stress in the steel bar? The stress in the steel bar is sigma S is equal to P by AS. So what is the P? 30 into 10 to the power of 3 by pi by 4 into 30 square. That is the area of cross section of the steel bar. Because the diameter of the cross section of the steel bar is given to be 30. So pi by 4 into d square, because the area of the circle is pi d square by 4. So 30 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into 30 square. So on simplification, sigma S will be equal to 42.44 Newton per mm square. Similarly, stress in the brass bar, which is sigma B, will be equal to P by AB. So P is 30 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by AB is the area of cross section of the brass bar. The diameter of the brass bar is given to be 20. So area of the circle, which will be equal to pi d square by 4. Since area of the brass bar will be equal to pi by 4 into 20 square, because the diameter of the brass, the cross section of the brass bar is in circle. So therefore, pi by 4 into 20 square on simplification, sigma B will be equal to 95.5 Newton per mm square. So this is how you will be able to calculate the extension and extension of the brass bar, the Young's modulus of the brass bar, stress of both steel and the brass bar. Now we are going to take up one more problem. The problem number 14. A member formed by connecting a steel bar to a aluminium bar as shown in the figure. Assuming that the bars are prevented from buckling sideways, there is no buckling. Calculate the magnitude of the force P or F that will cause the total length of the member decrease by 0.3 mm. The values of the elastic modulus for steel and aluminium are 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square and 6.5 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per mm square respectively. So why he says the buckling sideways, it has been prevented, and also it is only the number decreased by 0.3. So this is under the compression. The load is applied is under the compression. So we need to calculate the value of force P. So to do that, so what is the total compression of the bar? The total compression of the bar will be equal to delta L will be equal to delta LS plus delta LA. So LS is the steel bar and LA is the aluminium bar. So when you are substituting the value of delta LS, so P into LS by AS into ES plus P into LA by AA into EA, that is equal to, we don't know the value of P, so taking the common factor P into length of the steel bar by area of steel bar into Young's modulus of the steel bar plus length of the aluminium bar by area of aluminium into Young's modulus of the aluminium. So here he has given the steel bar cross-sectional area is not in case, in the previous case it is a diameter, therefore we are getting pi by 4 into d square. But here it is the steel bar of area of cross-section is 60 mm by 60 mm. So what is the area of a square? L square, I mean length A square, or L, if it is L, it is L square. If it is B, it is B square. So it will be 60 into 60 into Young's modulus of the steel bar is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 plus 300 by, here area of the aluminium bar is 100 by 100. So you will going to get it as 100 into 100 into 6.5 into 10 to the power of 4. Therefore, applied force P on simplification, you will going to get it as 405,780 Newton. So in terms of kilonewton, divided by 1000, you will going to get it as 405.78 kilonewton. That is the value of P. So this is how you will be able to find out the solution for the load which is applying on this force P. So only he has asked for the magnitude of the force F or P that will cause the total length of the member decrease by 0.3. So this is how we will be able to obtain the final solution. Now we go for the one more problem. The problem number 15. A bar shown in the figure is subjected to a tensile load of 150 kilonewton here. If the stress in the middle portion is limited to 160 Newton per mm square, so the stress in the middle portion is given to be 160 Newton per mm square. Determine the diameter of the middle portion. So we need to find out what is the middle portion diameter. Also find the length of the middle portion. So middle portion length is not known. If the total elongation of the bar to be 0.25 mm, Young's modulus is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So that means here he has given the Young's modulus, he has given the load. So yes, since he has given the stress at the middle portion, so we need to find out what is the length in the middle portion and also the determine of the diameter of the middle portion. Also find the length of the middle portion if the total elongation is given to be 0.25. So Young's modulus is E 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So first we need to find out what is the diameter of the middle portion. So to find the diameter of the middle portion, so first stress in the middle portion we need to find out. So we are going to take it as sigma 2 is equal to P by A2. So we know the stress in the middle portion is given to be 160. And also we know this, since the stress is known, the load which is known to be 150 kilonewton, because the cross-sectional area, the load is acting uniformly throughout the cross-sectional area. Therefore, P is known. So pi by 4 into d2 square, because since he has the cross-sectional area determined, he says very clearly the diameter of the middle portion. So obviously it should be circle. So it should be the area of cross-section. So pi by 4 into d2 square. So here, so the stress is 160 equals 150 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by pi by 4 into d2 square. Therefore, diameter of the middle portion, which is d2, on simplification, you are going to get it as 34.55 mm. So the length on the middle portion is, let L2 be the length of the middle portion. So what is the total length of the end portion? The total length at the end portion is 450. So if I consider here as L2, so the distance between these two as L2, then what is the total length in the middle portion or the end portion? 450 minus L2 will going to give you these two lengths. So total length at the end portion is 450 minus L2. So total length, total extension delta L will be equal to, one is 450 minus L2 by A1 into E plus P into L2 by A2 into E. So here 0.25 is the total extension. For P is 150 into 10 to the power of 3. So length at the ends is 450 minus L2 divided by pi by 4 into 100 square, because the cross-sectional area, the diameter is given to be 100, is uniform. So here pi by 4 into 100 square into 2 into 10 to the power of 5 plus P is 150 into 10 to the power of 3, because the load acting is uniform throughout the area of cross-section. So the load is uniform. So 150 into 10 to the power of 3. Since the length of the middle portion, which we have assumed as L2, divided by pi by 4 into 34.55, because the diameter in the middle portion, what we found out, is 34.55. So pi by 4 into 34.55 square into the Young's modulus of the material, 2 into 10 to the power of 5. So on simplification, so you take out 150 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 2 into 10 to the power of 5 into pi by 4 as the common factor. So 150 into 10 to the power of 3 by pi by 4 into 2 into 10 to the power of 5 as the middle portion. Then you will left out with 450 minus L2 by 100 square and L2 by 34.55 square. So on simplification, you will going to get it as 0.2618, which will be equal to 450 minus L2 by 100. So plus L2 by 1193.66. So therefore, length of the middle portion L2 will be equal to 293.862 mm. So this is how you will be able to solve this particular problem. Thank you.